I said, just wait. And I phoned my brother and I said, I want Klein Plaasie. Can I get Klein Plaasie? He said, yes, you can get Klein Plaasie.
Aww.
No hesitation. No, I'll come back to you. Go and walk. How much ground you want? And you can have Klein Plaasie.
Yeah.
So Klein Plaasie, that time, there was no one staying there. It was really neglected, overgrown, and me and my board added 2 big rooms because it was too small. Painted it. There was no. It was a bad facility.
Yeah, photos of that facility.
And Easter weekend, 2008, we moved in with our double cab, putting patients in there on the back on mattresses. First we travel all the beds, put up the beds in our new facility, go back, fetch the patients, and that is, when we walk in, the paint was still wet on the walls.
Yo.
So it was amazing. I didn't have an office. My office was the quantum bus.
Yo.
I had to sit in the bus when I have meetings with government, but I started and used what we had. Then people start believing in Siyabonga and start assisting us. But you know, there was one day on the old farm, we didn't have food for our clients. We didn't have money, petrol for our car to drive. And I was just sitting on the ground, legs straight. And I said, God, please provide. It's not for me. It's for our clients. And he said clearly to me, how can I trust you in the future with many if I cannot trust you now with little? It was so hard because I must give food. It's nearly a supper. There's nothing. I had a call of someone staying just outside Vrydenburg. Do you want bok milk? I said, yes, I want bok milk. Siyabonga clients did use bok milk for years and nobody knows it. My brother phoned me and said, I will give you all your meat every month and I will pay your rent. I will give you a tank petrol every month. And it just started to happen because God's hand was in it. But I was working very hard. I did work. I was offered a job at Oranje Vis, half-day job to do occupational health. When I come 2 o'clock, I must work in Siyabonga till about 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock at night to care for the patients. I must train housewives to become nurses. To give them that responsibility. I don't know how I could have done that. Then the community said, sister, we need your clinic. Then I said, okay, I will open a clinic at Siyabonga on the farm. It's just opposite Langville. So 2 o'clock when I came out of my one job, I stepped into the clinic at Siyabonga till 7 o'clock. And from 7 o'clock I must attend to my patients till 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock.
Sure.
I must stand up 6 o'clock to go and fetch all my stuff. I don't know how I did it, but I believe God made me like a robot. Because we need the clinic in town.
Yes.
I need to work at the fish company, and then one day I decided I'm going to stop working at the fish company. I'm just going to work at Siyabonga because then we had 24 patients. The staff said, sister, but the clients, there's many with disabilities, are bored in the day. I asked the farmer, please take out your trucks and your trackers, and we made a protective workshop where we do arts and crafts and handwork with them and stimulate them. And then day visitors come out of the community. So when we see we're too big on that farm, we did get Klein Plaasie. And one of my foster children and me one day, it was nice winter, step into the field and just thank God for what we have.
Yes.
And I remember that was about 2010. And he said it didn't start even yet. So I knew Siyabonga's going to get big. So currently we are in the stage of Siyabonga, where all 12 programs is running very well. Finance is always a challenge. It keeps you on your knees, it keeps you humble. And when the month is past, you don't know how did we survive that month. So we're in the planning phase of building, because the Siyabonga Care Village will be a village where all the buildings for all the 12 programs will be. It's a community project. So it's projects for the community. So we are in the process of building our shelter for abused women, our farm stall to, I believe in income generation. We must generate our own income, create our classrooms, and then on the last will be a big disability centrum.
Wow.
Yeah, so it's still a lot for me to do. That's my last calling. We've got a beautiful manager, a lady that worked for Siyabonga, I think nearly 10 years. She was a social worker in the shelter, but I always watched her in the past, how she reacts when there's a crisis or when we need support, how she stand up for Siyabonga. And when I shared with her that I need a successor, I need someone to take over the day I'm not here, and she was really crying. And she did accept that calling on her life. So she's still on the job training. She must still grow into the positions, and sometimes she still must go do the gender-based violence, because that is her main objective. But I know God is still in control, even if we feel some days, I told God, I can give you the 100% inspections, I can give you the 90% monitor and evaluation, but you have to provide us with the funding. I'm doing my best for call for proposals, but I won't lie, Siyabonga is struggling. It's everything is expensive, and when you hear about the wars and petrol is going up, I don't want to say all that I can say is our expenditure a year is a lot. I don't want to mention numbers because you will get a fright, but things is costly. Food is costly, basic things, water, electricity is costly. And that's there where I depend on God. But we have got a beautiful team. Remember that team I prayed for? People are working for Siyabonga for 20 years, for 18 years. The people are so committed. There is people that are moving on, and we're happy for them because that's their choice. But so many staff is so committed. And the salaries, most of them are minimum wage. But they are so in love with the work they do. And that is because God picked them.
They were chosen.
And they will get their bonuses one time.
Definitely.
In the future, in heaven. So that is Siyabonga.
Thank you so much for sharing, and even for going into your childhood, how you grew up. I know sometimes it's very emotional to share where you come from and how you grew up. But I'm very grateful that I got the opportunity to hear from yourself how you grew up. So the one question that just popped up, how did you start getting the name Siyabonga, and what does it stand for?
That's very special. When I started to write down my vision and what I feel God asked me to do, someone that's sick, someone that has got nothing, and that is the people I love, they can only say thank you.